All right, day 2. Try this again. Got the charger shoe buttoned up. Try to get a good data log here today and start playing with wastegate duty. Boost now! That's a lot of boost. That's a lot of boost. I think I'd hit 20 once or twice. It was hitting boost cut like crazy when you hear that popping. So, a lot of boost. Gonna pull the data log. Boy, I'm glad I went conservative on timing and stuff. It's compounding even though the wastegate duty cycle's at 0. So that means I'm running on the wastegate spring, which is about 10 pounds. And so that wastegate's staying shut until it hits that, and then by that time I think it's too late. So I might have too big of a spring, but let's pull the data log and see what it looks like. Alright, this is pretty cool. This is why you data log. I look at the logs, I never got above 16 pounds of boost. With a supercharger that's meant on this sled last year, it ran about 11 and a half. It's compounding down low when I'm on that wastegate spring, and it's compounding to the degree of about 4 psi, maybe 5. So thank God I started at 0 duty cycle. Thanks again, Steve. He's the one that keeps talking to me like, go slow, go slow. on wide open throws. I got some good wide open throttles. You see this very well. I got some good full throttle stints in here, and you can see my boost just look how fast that ramps up. This blue line from here, I mean, that is insane. Like that is, I mean, we're talking. Let's see if I zoom in here a little bit. I mean, we're talking at 382.815. You know, under 2 seconds, it's at full boost. That's just, that's just incredible. I mean, the other one's a mile, but man, it is so responsive. It's really fun. Keep playing. Jeez, this thing is an absolute animal. Unbelievable. I've been around, been on fast apexes. This is out of this world. It's really hard to describe. The throttle response, it's just phenomenal. And it just builds boost so fast. I mean, I look down in that boost gauge, the analog one, feels like an on-off switch. It just whoop, whoop. I mean, it hits 15 and it maybe hesitates for a little bit, and then it flaps right to 20. It's almost like the big turbo spooling up, and when she spools up, boy, it really gets go. Whew. Got some great data logs. Let's see if we got any knock pulled out of it, and see what the fuel looks like now. It sounded really good. All right, welcome back to day 2. That ends the day. I did get all the knock out of it. I did get the lambdas mint, and everything turned out great and was running great. Took one last run and popped the intercooler off throttle bodies. So needed to be done for the day anyway. The boost is just out of control. It's almost like I said at 15 or something. It's kicking into a second gear. I would assume the big old 3071-ish. It's actually a little bigger than that. Turbo is finally spooling up, and it's really causing a spike. So, and it can't be controlled. So I'm gonna work on my wastegate. I think I got an issue there. I'm gonna tear that apart, maybe get a new one, and then also gonna swap to a really light spring and see if I can't keep the turbo out of its element when it's in the teens, when it's on 0 duty cycle. I also verified with the Motec software. I did some trickery to be able to see that I had the polarity right on the boost control solenoid. I was really worried last night and most of today that 0% that I had in there was actually keeping the wastegate shut. And so if, as Motec says, if you add more duty
and you lose boost, you have it reversed, and you can just switch it with a quick parameter. So I was hoping that, geez, I didn't go out there and it was just giving it full song. So what I've got is I've got some sort of creep, I've got some sort of control issue, and I'm gonna get that sorted. And I want to give a big shout out to Steve in Wisconsin again. Thank you, sir. You probably saved me 2 or 3 motors by now with your advice. Can't thank you enough. Also, just the million texts going back and forth trying to help diagnose it. So really appreciate it. Like I said in the very first video, I'm an average Joe that likes to wrench and likes to create things that are unique, and definitely don't proclaim to be an expert, but I'm learning a lot and I'm having fun with it, and guess what? I haven't blown it up yet.